What's up YouTube? Welcome to something a bit different. I used to do movie reviews on this channel, but I kind of stopped because, well, I didn't do them. But anyway, so I've just got back from seeing Magnificent Seven, the remake of the classic Western Magnificent Seven, which is obviously because it's a remake. Don't know why I said that. But anyway, this is a star-studded cast. And arguably in this film, Chris Pratt steals the show, as always. Yeah, Burt Macklin, FBI, was fantastic in this movie. So let's jump in and discuss it. So it's pretty much following the same story, pretty much. Magnificent Seven ride in to save the day. We had a cool little bit at the start, setting us up for what was happening. It got very, very dark. It's a pretty dark film, and a lot of the violence is very, very graphic, I think, for me personally. A lot of it is very graphic, a lot of tomahawk throwing and shooting, etc. This isn't just like guys going, ugh. It's like bang, 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 and it was really, really fun. It was a proper classic Western, which for some reason, Westerns don't really do that well at the cinema. The last big one we had, in my opinion, the last blockbuster Western was Lone Ranger, which tanked, which I thought Armie Hammer was fantastic in that, especially with Johnny Depp playing his sidekick. So I was wondering, how is Magnificent Seven actually going to do? But it's storming up the box office this weekend and is doing amazingly. So that's really good to hear, because this film is fantastic. So it's a really cool little... It goes on a bit, I think, where you have Denzel getting the team together, and for some reason Chris Pratt is hired because he didn't leave the saloon when Denzel Washington pulled his gun out. I was like, oh, okay, then you must think he's a badass, and then people try and rob him down just behind a house. You think, why? People be like, why are you doing that? Can you stop that? Weird, I know, but I was a bit nitpicky from me there. I guess they had to give a reason why Chris Pratt is actually joining the Magnificent Seven. But as the movie rolls on, we get introduced to more of a rogues gallery of characters, and Ethan Hawke is fantastic in the film. And it took me a while to realise that Vincent D'Onofrio was playing the role that he was playing, and he's just amazing. This man is a very underrated actor. Now, I have one criticism with the film. The colorization felt very off, and the cinematography felt very off of the whole film. It just felt like I was watching a cam version that I downloaded off a torrent site, which I don't do. But it did really feel like that, and it felt very off. But this wasn't enough to put me off of the film, because I really did enjoy the characters, and the ensemble cast worked very, very well. And it was really believable that these dudes are rolling into town to help out. And as someone who has done history, I would say I'm an amateur historian in the American Wild West. This did prove to be pretty accurate, except the whole actual typical where they shoot like that. They didn't shoot like that. But it is just Hollywood, and you want them to shoot like you mad. But you know what? It's Hollywood, so an action film, a Western, wouldn't feel right being completely accurate. This is a fun popcorn flick. So there is that as well. One thing I would say, one negative again about the film, the actual story, is the fact that we didn't get to know the characters much, if at all. We only really got to know the story of the main Denzel Washington's character only really near the end. We didn't get to know Ethan Hawke's character. Vincent D'Onofrio's had some characterization, as he was a frontierman where the US stopped paying for scalps, and that's why he joins, because he needs money. We never really learned Ethan Hawke's role or his business partner's role, and that would have been really interesting to hear about his story and him coming to the US of A, or as it was before, probably when he joined, not the USA. So it's set after the whole Civil War, which was interesting choice, I think. And we got to see both sides of the story. So the only problem there is the lack of characterization, but it was a lot of fun to watch, and I really did enjoy it. And the lady who was playing the main role again there, who wanted to hire the Magnificent Seven, is a really good actress, and she looks a lot like Ron Howard's daughter, which I thought was pretty funny. It was just really a bit jarring seeing her and then like, that's not her. But it is a good popcorn flick, I must reiterate. This isn't something you're going to get to see a deep Western. If you want a deep Western film, kind of, then you'd want to see the new Jones County flick from Matthew McConaughey, which I am looking forward to a lot and was on the pre-roll trailers for this flick. But Magnificent Seven, I think, has done a very good job of bringing Westerns into the modern age, and I really hope that we do get further Westerns. And it's clear to see that the star power of Chris Pratt is big, because he had some of the best lines and best moments in the movie. Unfortunately, his whole plot of being a drunkard was never explored again. So they missed out on a lot of opportunities to explore who these characters are or what makes them tick. But, you know what, there's only so much you can do in an hour and a half to 2 hours. But they could have maybe at the campsite discussed this more. But anyway, that's been my review. I definitely recommend checking it out. Please do like if you enjoyed this review. Please do subscribe for more comments and videos, and comment below for comments and stuff. Please do subscribe. I want to hit that 1K. 1K. See you later. Bye bye.